eye, and then you're gonna see a list of every single user that is using the bots. So you can just click anywhere you want, doesn't really matter, just click on it, and then you can see their bot in real time, right? You can go to view all, if you wanna see all the transactions, all the nanobots, we call them nanobots, like they're like tiny bots. You can click on the bot itself and you can see what are they doing, how much are they making, everything. Like for example, in this transaction, you can see that if you see green, it means that it's successful, the buy orders are successful. If it's blue, it means that it's waiting to sell, right? This is from November 3rd, basically. So that all that you can find on the Explorer. Earnings, this is the
Hey,
fun
Danny,
part. Yeah,
Danny, 1 second. You're a genius and you've been doing this forever. Can you dumb this down and explain it to me? Pretend I know nothing. Help me understand what this bot technology is. When you say a nanobot, what is that? What does that mean?
Okay. Let's go back from the beginning. Let me go to an actual bot. Okay, this is a bot that I have access to. Okay, it's from one of my guys. So first of all, let's talk about the terms. A bot is whenever you create a pair. Like let's say that I want to earn Bitcoin, or I want to earn USDT, whatever. That's what we call an origin coin, right? Like, oh, I want more Bitcoin. Like this bot has $400 in USDT. So this person wants to earn USDT basically, right? So what happens is that when you turn on the bot, it creates the first nanobot. So if you click on the eye right here, you're gonna see that this nanobot, well, it didn't have enough balance. So I'm assuming it didn't turn on. Please make sure to put more money, not just like little money. Otherwise it won't work that well. But yeah, it creates.
We found that out, by the way. You got to have about $350. That's what we found out.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. So do you hear me? Yeah. Okay, perfect. So let's keep going. So basically, when the order is closed, usually a nanobot opens a few orders. So when every single order closes, the nanobot gets closed. If only one order closes, then it opens another nanobot with several orders, but the first nanobot is still open because not all the orders have opened. So on the left-hand side right here, you see the lifetime profit. This is a new bot that we just literally just turned on. This is the lifetime profit. This is the profits today. These are the transactions today, the active nanobots, all my coins, and days left. So depending on how many days left you have, you're going to see the clock here. On the next section right here, you're going to see the nanobot section, okay? You can click on it, you can see it, you can basically navigate through it. Next section is just graphics, so it doesn't work. You can see what's going on in graphics. And then on the bottom, you can see the transaction history. So this is just data. So you don't do anything here, you just check on the data, right? Now,
however, Danny, this is what no other company provides. All this transparency. I know it doesn't make sense to a lot of people, but this is the verification that this stuff is legit.
Yeah. And actually, this is something that I have access to. So you're going to see more buttons. Like, for example, here, where it says actions, you can change the strategy. But let me turn on one bot. Give me 1 second. Let me try to turn on this bot again, okay? So you can see how you open a bot. You can turn it off, you can turn it back on, you can create new bots, you can do everything yourselves. So give it 1 second and then we'll start. Okay, 1 second. Sorry, it's live.
Yeah, and that's okay that it's live, because once again, I'm going to repeat this, you guys. I know you guys might be tired of me saying this. Find me another company that will do this live on the spot with the founder, with the CEO. Doesn't happen. That's why it's I was laughing, because the transparency is just beyond. It's way too much. However, as we learn, as we grow, as we understand and learn more, you're going to realize that this product will put other companies out of business because as you educate, especially with our Bitcoin academies in Africa, as you educate people, people are going to start to understand and ask questions. They're going to ask questions, show me the live transactions. And that's why I know this information is so much, but that's why we provide it, because we know what's coming down the pipe.
Correct. And now check what happened, okay? If you notice, I stopped it to turn on another bot, but I stopped it as a market order, right? So in this time, so what happened is since the order was, the price didn't go up that much, it lost 0.72%. That's what it lost. So we lost about 40 cents, okay? So let's create a new bot. You go where it says create new bot. You can see the exchanges available, KuCoin, Binance, Binance US, and so on and so forth. Let me see which ones do we have keys for.
Hold on, bro. I didn't even know FTX was added. When did that go?
That was added yesterday. Actually, I told everyone it would be today, but it was yesterday. And we have FTX and FTX US, both of them. Okay. So for US users and international users. So you click on Binance, you can enter your keys, right? And then it's gonna prompt you to the actual bot. So click on the name, bot, whatever name you want. You're gonna, when it says origin, this means what coin do you wanna make of, like more of, whether USDT, BTC, BNB, whatever you wanna make more of that coin, it's basically you just select it, right? And you can check on your budget.
Danny, I'm sorry to interrupt, but right there, I got a question because can resolve, because I use BUSD, but I think probably it's better to have it in another coin like USDT is better.
Yeah, usually USDT has more volume and less problems sometimes. Sometimes Binance gets bad type of connection issues with BUSD. I'm not sure because it's one of the native coins. So I would suggest USDT is better. And if you go to the Explorer, you're going to see that very few people do BUSD, only $14,000 versus $2 million in Tether. So yeah, I would definitely do that. But anyways, if you don't know how much money you have available, just click on the I. You see $414. So let's copy that. Okay. Paste. Now, trailing. What does trailing mean? Trailing means that if the price is going up very fast, the trailing is actually following. Instead of buying and selling, it will cancel the sell order and put a higher order. Cancel and higher, cancel and higher. We've had a few times, only a few times, this is not gonna happen. Oh, this might not happen very often, but we've had a few people that turn on the trailing and they made up to 20-something% in one single transaction. You know, so that's what the trailing is for. The problem with trailing is if it's a lateral market or it's going down, it actually makes you earn less money. So trailing only works when it's going up. Okay, so in my case, I think it's not going up right now, the market, so I'll turn it off. All in is what people know as compound interest. I think that's how we know it as. So we'll say yes. And smart trend. Smart trend means that if the trend is going up and you put it up, it works. But then if suddenly it goes down, the bot automatically will change the trend and will change the strategy automatically. So in that case, I always say yes, because I'm not going to be coming every day to see how the trend is, you know? So you click on next. And then this is where the strategy comes into place. So usually I don't know anything about trading. So I ask the bot, what is the current trend? And it says it's sideways. So it's lateral market. So I do sideways. And then it's going to tell you the risk. What risk do you want to take? Usually I go low risk. I'm a conservative person, so I don't go higher risk. And the strategy, I always like aggressive strategy. That's what I do. So I don't have much risk, but I go aggressive. So, and on the right is going to tell you what's going to happen. So let me explain to you. And there's a video that you can see that explains like everything, but I'll explain to you. The B, as in boy, means budget. The O means order. S means sell. and P means profit, okay? So basically the first order is gonna take 10% of your money, which is in my case, $40, and is going to buy a market price, 0% losses, so a market price, and it's gonna sell when it goes up 3%. So if I execute this order successfully, I'm gonna start with $414 and I'm gonna end with $415. So I'll make $1. But if the market goes down, I'm gonna use 6% of my budget now. And then when the market goes down 2%, and it's gonna sell 5% up, and it's gonna make $416. And as the market keeps on going down and down and down, like if it loses 2%, 4%, 8%, 16, and up to 40%. Look, if the market loses 40% in this strategy, I still make about $30. So this bot is created for markets that actually lose a lot and then go back up. So it's very exciting. Anyways, let's keep on going. We click on
Hold on,
next.
Danny, right there. Pause right there. So
Yes,
this is a note to Venge, to Kunashi, to all you Bitcoin crypto traders over there, Elton in Africa. You can customize, you can actually, I kept telling you, this is automated, but you can tailor it, you can customize it a little bit, okay?
Yep.
But this is recorded, so we will have a recording that we can share later.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
And also there's a video, there's an explaining video that I'm going to be sending you next week that it guides you through the whole process. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay. So the next step, and I believe the strategy is okay. It's been working for 30 plus years in the industry. Goes down, double, goes down, double, goes. I mean, anyone knows that that's been working for over 30 years. And since it's a spot market, there's no way to lose until you sell. It's not like Forex or futures or nothing like that. Now, the real deal comes into choosing the right coin, because if you choose a crappy coin, then the market is never going to go back up, So that's why we develop a disruptive algorithm to select the coin. This is basically our property that no one else has developed. So right now, our algorithm is telling me, and we call it a smart selection. Our algorithm is telling us that Matic versus USDT has the best chance to make a few purchases, and then it will go back up, and then you will make a good profit. Okay, so this is what it's telling me. Now, if you don't trust the algorithm, don't worry, you can go to winner selection. Winner selection is the coins that have earned the most versus Tether in the last 7 days. So that's easy to remember. The coins that make more, basically. So it says Doge. Doge went up more than any other coin. Now, random selection, don't select it. We have it there just so it looks nice. Random is whatever. Doesn't matter. There's no algorithm. And then one of the things about a smart coin that I can share with you is that it's always going to take coins with a lot of volume and a lot of reputation. We're not going to take like those crappy little coins that go in the market and then they don't have volume and then you buy and you can never sell. It's always going to take coins with a lot of volume, at least 10,000 times more than your budget in the last 24 hours. Okay. So, and the last one, manual selection. And this is what I learned. You wanna cherry on the top, Darren?
Yeah, go for it, bro. Go for it.
So I'm assuming, since everyone that is in this Zoom, we believe in the crypto market, right? So can I assume that? Is that okay?
Absolutely, 100%. And you only have 347 people, Danny.
Perfect. So I am assuming that we all believe in the crypto market. We all believe in Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? I assume that. Can I assume that?
Yes, sir.
Let's forget about the other coins, the other 1,000, 2,000 important coins. Just Bitcoin and Ethereum. So the strategy that has worked the best, it doesn't make that much money, but it actually is the safest strategy that I've ever seen, is when you come here on manual selection and you get Bitcoin versus Ethereum. The reason why, if the market goes amazing, you make you make more Bitcoin, like a lot of Bitcoin. But if the market goes horrendous and horrible, like it has been for the last year almost, you make a lot of Ethereum. Does that make sense? So
Yeah, go ahead.
perfect.
Explain that to these guys.
Okay, if it goes perfect, everything goes as we wish it goes, you can double your Bitcoin. But if everything goes horrible, like it has been and even worse, you get a lot of Ethereum. So either way, you make a lot. Now, if you're using USDT like I am in this, I usually go the safest route, which is BTC. So if everything goes right, you make more dollars. If everything goes wrong, you make more BTC. Does that make sense? Once again, in the bot that I'm about to turn on, if everything goes perfect, I can double my money. If everything goes wrong, sideways, the horrible way, I can make a lot of Bitcoin. So either one. And then I can select one coin and I type here, what's the percentage of my budget that I want in this pair? So I want 100% because I can only use one pair. So next, and this is the summary stage. It's telling me you're using Binance. Okay. It's telling me this is the name of your bot, whatever, your budget. Okay. It's telling me this is your strategy. These are the pairs you selected. It's a manual selection. Okay. Do you want Shield? No. Shield is it's a strategy that protects 30% of your budget. So don't worry, in the small budgets, doesn't really matter. And then you just accept the terms and conditions. Okay. Turn on. And that's it. You turn on your bot. And the rest, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything else. You just come back in, I don't know, in a year and check out your profits. That's all.
A year? These guys will be looking every day. They get excited about it.
I wouldn't look at it every day because it's remember, it works on spot. So it averages a month. So you can actually average the percentage every month. But if you look every day, you might get desperate after 4 or 5 days that doesn't do much. But then when the market changes a little bit, then it starts making a lot. So that's as simple as you say to turn on a bot. I don't know if you have any questions so far, there.
Yeah. So why are you saying don't look at it every day? Why go long term?
Because sometimes it takes a few days to close transactions. Usually, it's like, for example, if you bought Bitcoin at 20 grand, it might take, I don't know, a week to sell it at 21,000. I mean, when it sells, you make 5% profit, but it's not going to take 1 day to close the transaction. It's very rare. I mean, I've seen transactions that close in 2 hours, but yeah, usually it's like 2 to 4 weeks, so you can actually see a result. Does that make sense? That's what I suggest. But I mean, at the end, you can come every single day. It doesn't really matter. That's up to you.
Absolutely. But it's important because as you're learning crypto, as you're learning trading, we have Bitcoin academies in a number of locations in Africa. And one of the things Benge teaches is, this is long-term. You have to have a strategy and you stick to your strategy. It doesn't happen overnight. That's the thing, Danny. Everyone's taught, I can double my money every single day or every month. It doesn't work that way. But the bots make it easy for you to have success and trade like an experienced trader.
Yeah. And one of the things, I mean, if we analyze the market, the biggest the profits, the biggest the risk. Like what I just did right now, I don't expect it to double my money in 6 months. I might expect in 1 to 2 years. However, there's no possible way for me to lose, because if I lose, I make Bitcoin. If I win, I make USDT. So that's my risk. So if you put it in futures, you can double in a week, but also you can lose everything in a week. Does that make sense? So what we decided is not to put people's money into that much risk, because it's at the end, if anything goes wrong, it's going to be on us, because we developed the software, the technology, So I don't know so far, Darren, do you have any question this time?
I think we're doing good. We're doing
okay.
I asked Benge, by the way, to join us as a co-host. And if he wants to jump on with any questions, you can too. But keep going forward.
Okay, so basically this bot is on. So let's see what it did. I mean, I selected Bitcoin versus USDT. So let's see what has happened. When you click, okay, hold on once. Okay, this is the dashboard, right? If I go to the right, I can see a green eye right here. I click on it. And then if I put my mouse on top of the status, I can see the orders. So what has happened is that my bot already made a purchase for $41 at a $20,000 mark, right? And you see the green light, the green dot right here means that it's successful. So you can see the current price of Bitcoin right here. So far, I'm down a 0.00 something percent because I bought it at 38 and it's at 28 right now. So what happens if it goes down a little bit more, it's gonna buy a 19,000. If it goes down, it's gonna buy a 19,400, 18,600, 17. And if it goes down to, check this out, if Bitcoin goes to $12,000, I can still make money when it goes back up. 12,000. So that's how the bug secures that even if the market goes down like almost half, you can still make a good profit when it goes back up. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So, and that's it. I mean, it's very, very simple, very straightforward. I don't know if you guys have any further question.
Hey, Venge, I want to invite you to the call here. Are you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here, bro. But my voice is
Oh,
gone,
you
bro.
got my problem. You lost your voice, but you didn't do a haka, huh?
Yeah, you took my voice, man.
Hey, Danny, I want to introduce you to Venge. Venge, can you put your camera on? Venge has a Bitcoin Academy in South Africa, and almost all these people in Africa are in the Bitcoin Academy, over 10,000 people. So these tools are very important for us. Any questions though, Venge, even though you don't have a voice? Do you have any questions?
I know I'm good. I don't know other people.
Nice.
All right.
Cool, but
All right. So I do have some questions for you, Danny.
Yes,
I want you, because you and I work together a lot, I want you to explain the vision of why you made this and where are we going to go with this?
Okay, so this is amazing. Okay. I'll go back a little bit. It's a fun story, actually. Many years ago, I started hearing about automated bots. So I'm talking about like 2014 or so. So I started trying bots, and I always lost all the time because they were so, I don't know if you guys remember in 2014 how bots were. They were so complex that you had to actually be a trader. You know, like all those RSI and I had no enrolled. I don't even know the names on the indicators, right? So I tried for about a year or two strategies in bots, and I would always lose all the time. And I was like, why can't there be a bot that is just a click and that's it? Just very simple, very user friendly. So what I did, I started to build my own bot, but the problem is that I didn't understand nothing about the technology back then, the automation. Everyone would say, oh, you have to develop in Python because whatever, right? So I failed and I failed and I failed. And back to about 3 years ago, I decided to buy a bot from a developer. I was like, okay, I'll give you royalties, you know, and then we'll start selling the bot. It was working amazingly. But the problem is, since I started growing like a lot, my clients started growing a lot, the bot was not able to be like it didn't escalate. So it wasn't able to hold as many clients as I wish. I mean, I want to have 1 million clients, but the bot with 20,000 clients was like getting very, very slow. So back then I already understood how a bot works, like from nothing, right? So I started developing a bot that it might not be the best strategy in the world, but what can I tell you? It has the best infrastructure. And that was my goal, to build the best bot infrastructure in the world. That actually what you're seeing in your screen, it can support up to, we have tried with processes, we have tried to get up to 1 million users per day. No, per hour. And nothing happens. It keeps on going like so smoothly. I mean, it's impossible to get 1 million users per hour. And I know it's never gonna, well, I hope someday, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But the bot can support up to 1 million new users every single hour. So our next goal for next year is to go out there with big traders and saying, you know what? They don't have the infrastructure. They will never be able to build an infrastructure. They can only, that's the reason they send you alerts, or they send you indicators, or they tell you what you have to do, because they cannot program it in a way that can be automated to millions of users. They cannot do it. They have not been able to do it. So next year for us, my goal is to go out there with the biggest traders in the world and say, bring your strategy here and show it to all my clients. And then you make money out of it, right? You can sell it, whatever you want. So that's the goal of the bot, to actually be improving and improving and improving. We have a full team of developers that are actually improving it every single day as we speak. That's the reason that right now you see FTX, what wasn't the new exchange?
FTX and FTX US.
You see those two exchanges and you didn't see them 2 days ago. You see KuCoin and you didn't see it last month. And then you're gonna see Upbit that you don't see right now. And then you're gonna keep on seeing Coinbase and Bitfinex and Bittrex and so many new exchanges all the time. But then you're gonna see new bots, because someone that actually knows how to operate a bot by themselves, they are like, okay, you have to do this and that and that. And we are already developing, because it's an amazing idea what he had. We're already developing it. We're going to put it into your hands by January. But the good thing is you don't have to actually pay another bot. So once you are into it, you can select, okay, I don't want to use this strategy no more. I turn it off, and then I go and use the new one. Does that make sense? So I understand, and this is something that you're going to hear a lot of time. Those bots only work for a few months and then they stop working. You hear that all the time. And I have heard it so many times. And maybe it's true. But the good thing is that we keep on developing at least 1 or 2 new bots every single year. So you can actually close one and open the other one without paying more. And then when the new one comes, then you close that one and you go to the newest one. And every time we're going to be like developing, and that's never going to stop. And my goal is to be able to reach 1 million customers by 2024. 1 million customers by the end of 2024. 1 million customers, so we can integrate our algorithm for machine learning. What is machine learning? Is that we can predict what the market is going to do, because we have so many data, so many bots, that we can actually go with the market and we actually can predict before it even happens, because we have the processing power to do it. So that's our goal. And the more data we collect, the more users we have, the more accurate the bots are going to be, to a point that it might be 99.99999% precision. So that's our goal. That's where we're going. And we already have the algorithm deployed. By the time we have 1 million users, we start reading the data. And by 2025, you can have a 99.99999% precision on the trades. So that's where we're going. And we plan ahead. And we've been in the industry as a software company for many, many, many years. And I think, Darren, you work with us, and I believe you can see just a little bit of what we can actually do, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's actually why I'm asking the questions. You guys know Danny and I talk quite often, and we talk about the future and where we want to go. Another question, because I want these people to understand our goal, just so you know, Danny, is to have 1 million at the end of 2023. That's our personal goal at Naka Games. But my question is, why 1 million people? What can we do if we have that type of force using the Instabotz? What can we do?
We'll be the biggest whale in the whole world.
Okay, I want you guys to hear that. He just said we'd be the biggest whale. And why? Because we explain why we'd be the biggest whale, because this is important for you guys to understand.
Okay, so the average, let me see, give me 1 second. Let me do a math, very, very quick math, okay?
Okay. All right.
Okay. So the average budget that people have right now in the bot is about $2,500 per person. Okay. So if we have, check it out, if we have 1 million users, we're talking about $2.5 billion of trading every single day. Okay. Let me see how's the trading going in one single exchange, of course, but let me see. So yesterday there was a total volume of $100 billion yesterday. Okay. In the whole world, in so many exchanges, in everywhere, right? So having 2.5% of the worldwide volume will put us as the number one, because there's about 100 million users. And when you have 2.5% of the volume in one single bot, we can say, we can take the market anywhere we want. So I mean, we don't predict the market, we make the market. That's where we're going.
All right. I love how you say that, because guess what? You guys, we've been teaching this. We've been telling you this. We've been saying this now for over a year. I've heard Benge say it for the last 3 years. Benge, you got to come on. I know you got the voice gone, but what do you tell everyone in the Nevdes Bitcoin Academy about making markets? What do you tell them?
Yeah. So it's always the same message, bro. Like when it comes, I'm a brother. I don't have a voice. Can you hear me?
Yes.
It's just too much. It's just too much. I just go ahead, darling. My voice is like, my throat is actually so very, very so.
All right,
Sorry,
brother.
man.
No worries.
Sure.
But what he does is he always teaches, Kunashi, Elton, the whole crew, always teaches about one day, the reason why we join together, the reason why we rise together, the reason why we do this together is because we can make the markets. Literally. 2.5%, Danny, 2.5% is bigger than any whale on the entire planet. Is that correct?
Yeah, of course, definitely. I mean, I'm talking about 2.5% daily. So that's insane. And let me tell you something. And it sounds hard to do, but I checked the competition outside of MLM, not in the MLM industry. And there's an American company that sells bots that has 11 million users, and they don't have a referral program. Does that make sense? So when I put it that way, I'm not even asking for too much. I mean, I'm just asking for whatever, like 10% of someone that doesn't even pay referral commissions, So with that said, being the biggest whale helps us two ways. Number one, it helps users make money. And number two, it helps us develop new algorithms that actually can predict everything related to the market, everything. And the big thing is what happens when you have 1 million users with $2.5 billion dollars every day. You can do whatever you want. You can create your own exchange, for example, with zero fee for the bot users, for example. And you can do anything when it comes to technology. And let me tell you, and I can ensure to every single one of you, when it comes to technology, my team is capable of doing anything anyone can imagine. And just a piece of that is that last week we invented an algorithm that prevents anyone from stealing your funds, even if they have your 12 words in the wallet. We are programming it, and we're going to give it out to the world, and you're going to see that algorithm in Coinbase, in Binance, in everywhere in the world, because we're going to give it for free to the world, right? So anything, imagine that you put money into your account, someone steals your 12 words, they won't be able to take it out, not even that way. So that's to the point that we can develop things that no one else can. And when it comes to all this trading and exchange, I mean, Darren, what do you want to create with $2.5 billion in volume, bro? You tell me, and we just develop it,
I know, I'm laughing because you just shared two massive things that I haven't told anyone. Of course, the new security technology. We'll be talking a lot about that later, guys. But I think you heard him say about the exchange. Everyone's always hounded me about the exchange, the exchange, the exchange. And the reality is we can have an exchange anytime we want. We've just been holding off. And the funny thing is, I don't know if you guys heard him, but he said all the bot users will have 0% commissions. I mean, 0% on fees. That's the bot users, okay? So that's fire too.
Yeah.
Anyways, the future is extremely bright. We start putting these type of numbers, and Danny's right, you guys. There are so many things we can do. Another thing that I got to be careful how I say this, but if there's projects that we believe in and support, well, if you have 2.5%, 1% of the market on a daily trade volume, you can definitely make markets, not just with the AI side and predicting, but we can coordinate and literally make markets. I'll let you guys read between the lines on that, but that's really deep too. So
yeah, 100%. Things you can say online, huh? But they are true.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So Danny, we're wrapping up. I appreciate your time. What do you want to leave everyone with as final thoughts?
Well, this is one of the things. When something new comes into our hands, we have two options. We have the option to decide to, well, actually three options: to use it and enjoy it, which is amazing, to let it go by and just watch it, or to be part of it. There's only those three options. There's nothing else you can physically do, right? But whenever you are at the end of the line, whenever we reach those millions, it would be awesome if you allow me to actually have an event with those people that actually were able to get us closer to the goal, because it's a mutual goal. It's not mine, it's not Daniel, it's not Darren, it's not Refugio, it's everyone. It's for everyone's good. So if we all go together with a technology that is actually open, I can assure you that we will be so proud, and you will be so proud to say like, oh, I got 10% of that goal myself. And then you can just say it to the world, you know? So the satisfaction, and let me tell you, that happened to me after 8 years of trying to make a bot. 8 years. It wasn't, it was not 1 year. I mean, I don't know how many people would try 8 consecutive years, right? After 8 years, the day that I launched the bot was one of the proudest moments of my personal life. And that feeling is the feeling that I want a few of you at least to feel the day that we go to that we reach to that 1 million users. Because that feeling is what we call self-realization. I think that's what we call it. When you say, okay, I finally did what I've been looking for the next X amount of years. And then from there, we get a new goal. So we can get motivated to start something new. No? So that's
absolutely.
All. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Daniel, for your time. Appreciate it. Excited to hear from my partner, from the founder, from the creator. And I hope you guys heard. I hope you guys paid attention. I know we're recording, so you guys can watch this later, but it's 8 years. Okay. You guys have heard my story so many times, but finally, those that continue to succeed and continue to overcome the challenges and keep pushing forward will always have success. Now, the promise that I give you guys is we're going to keep going with or without you. We want to be with you. We want everyone here. We want you to invite all your friends. And like I said, you guys know exactly what our goals are. Help 1 million people make $300 to $500 a month. This is a tool that does it very, very easily. So we're excited to do that. The future's bright, and there's a lot of things that we can do. And also, as pioneers, as part of this, Naka Games rewards platform, you guys are the first to be the Uber of commissions. You literally are. And this is one of the very first products that we have, the first games, and very exciting. So Danny, thank you for your time. You guys, we're going to wrap this call up and appreciate it. I think we had up to almost 400 people. So thank you guys very much. Juancito, you want to close us out with some music? And you guys have a beautiful day. Thank you guys.
Sure. Thank you. Congratulations.